very big news today. President-elect Donald Trump has chosen South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to be the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations.
She says she's going to accept the job, assuming, of course, the U.S. Senate confirms that appointment. Our Robert Kittle following this live from the State House with what it means for her, Robert, and for the rest of the state.
That's right, Gordon. Governor Haley says she always expected to finish the final 2 years of her term as governor. But she says, quote, when the president believes you have a major contribution to make to the welfare of our nation and to our nation's standing in the world, that's a calling that's important to heed.
The president-elect.
Governor Haley says she'll remain as governor until the U.S. Senate confirms her nomination. State Democratic Party Chair Jamie Harrison congratulates her, but says he's concerned because every previous UN ambassador had foreign policy experience, while Governor Haley does not. Former South Carolina House Speaker David Wilkins was U.S. ambassador to Canada from 2005 to 2009. He got the same criticism about lack of experience, but says she'll have State Department staff to help.
She doesn't have to walk in there knowing everything from day one, but she'll pick it up quick enough. And the main thing is having those skills that she has, communicator, leader, dealing with elected official types. She's got all that.
This all means Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster will become governor. He was planning to run in 2018, and this changes the dynamics in the next governor's race.
It certainly gives him a tremendous amount of leverage because running as an incumbent, you have 2 years of experience, assuming that things are going well in the state. That it gives him name recognition, it gives him the advantages in terms of fundraising.
Senate President Pro Tem Hugh Leatherman of Florence would become lieutenant governor. The question is whether he'll take the job. He has more power now as President Pro Tem and Chairman of Senate Finance. We couldn't reach him for comment. Governor Haley was the first woman chosen for Donald Trump's cabinet and the first minority. Live in Columbia, Robert Kittle, 7 News.
I'm glad you mentioned, Robert, that next step of who will be the next lieutenant governor, because in the past, people haven't wanted that job out of the Senate. We ended up with a Democratic lieutenant governor for a while because none of the other senators wanted that. So is there a chance he will say no to the lieutenant job, Senator Leatherman?
That is a very good possibility, and that's what Dr. Oldendijk thinks that will happen. He thinks that Senator Leatherman will not want that job because it is a step down in power, so we may have the same thing that we had a couple of years ago where Senator Glenn McConnell, he was the lieutenant governor, stepped down to become the president of the College of Charleston, and John Corson was the president pro tem at the time. He did not want to become lieutenant governor, so he resigned his post as president pro tem. Senators then picked Yancey McGill, a Democrat, who was elevated to lieutenant governor. So we could have a similar situation this time.
It'd be very interesting to follow along. Robert Kittle live from the State House tonight.